Hi everyone, AGLess here. It's Friday night and I'm drinking coffee. If you have troubles with caffeine like I do, then you're always in search of a good decaf cup of coffee. That's kind of hard to find these days, but I have two recommendations for you that you might want to check out. Before we talk about those though, let's take a look at the science as to maybe why these are the best decaf coffees. Now, without getting too deep into the science here, I just want to go through the two methods of removing caffeine from coffee and why I believe one of them is slightly superior. We have the caffeine molecule here, and underneath it says Swiss water processing. The Swiss water processing method removes caffeine without using any chemicals, but instead applies the law of simple diffusion. And this could be in my head, but if I go to a restaurant and I have a cup of decaf coffee, I can usually tell that it is decaf. And that's probably because of the processing that it goes through chemically and commercially, as opposed to the Swiss water processing. Ethylene acetate processing occurs naturally in many fruits, which is why this method is often referred to as natural decaffeination. It is, however, much cheaper commercially to use synthetic ethyl acetate. So I think that's why when I order a cup of decaf coffee at a restaurant, it tastes just a little bit off. If you're a fan of flavor, like I am, then you might want to check out Coffee Beanery. They have a ton of different flavors, and you see the little blue mark there. It says Swiss filtration system. That's how you know it's separated the caffeine by diffusion. Let's take a quick look at their website and see what kind of different flavors they have available. Different people have different tastes in coffee, but I'm going to go through a few that I think are interesting or ones that I've had. I see now that they have a peanut butter cup flavored coffee, so that's certainly one that I'm going to want to check out. The blueberry cobbler and banana nut bread, I've had both of those and they are good. Fruit and coffee sounds like an odd combination, but it does work. We have a butter rum cake, which is just amazing. Caramel pecan pie, if you like those flavors. Chocolate raspberry, I think, is pretty fantastic. English toffee cream is actually one of my favorite coffees. German chocolate cake, which has that little bit of coconut flavor to it. Irish cream cheesecake. Michigan cherry, I actually like to blend that along with the fudge. Sea salt caramel does have a little bit of that saltiness to it and actually works well in coffee. Vermont maple and white chocolate strawberry. So as you can see, there are pages and pages of different flavors to try out through Coffee Beanery. And again, I think as far as quality goes, Coffee Beanery is probably the top. Now, sometimes all you want is just coffee flavored coffee. Where can I get something that's just strong and rich and tastes like coffee? And for that, I would recommend Kirkland Signatures decaffeinated coffee. This is the dark roast. I like the dark roast. It's got a nice, strong, robust flavor to it, and it really wakes me up in the morning, even though it's decaf. If you want to know what this tastes like another famous brand that rhymes with car ducks, but it's Kirkland, which means it's through Costco. And they come in these big drums like this, so they're not very expensive, and drinking as much coffee as I do, you probably want to save as much money as possible. If you were to ask me then, Aegelis, what is your favorite cup of coffee or the best coffee in the world? I'm going to say it's a blend of the two. I like using the dark roast as kind of the foundation level to bring the coffee some depth. And then I like to use the Coffee Beanery to add in a little bit of flavor. So by blending those two together, I get what I consider the world's best cup of coffee. If you've enjoyed this video, please click the like button below and subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like it in the future. Also, there is a comment section at the bottom. Use your freedom of speech and tell me what's your favorite or world's best cup of coffee. Thank you and have a great night.